Hey guys, welcome back to another video. For this spread I'm going to use a golden marker, a pointer, a lead pencil and these 4 colored markers to fill in my doodles. First of all, with pink marker I'm going to fill in all the flower doodles that I drew on the side of a moon. Then I'm going to use a green marker to fill in the leaf doodles. As you've seen that I've already sketched out everything, I'm just going to fill in these doodles. This light purple mauve color, I'm going to fill in the baby breaths that I drew here. Also, you may see that all these doodles look really light, but I'm going to outline them with a black pointer. Now I'm starting to color my lantern. You can see that I'm filling it with a light purple color and I'm going to use a little yellow. I'm also outlining it with a yellow marker to give it a brighter and shiny look. I'm adding a little pink to give it more shadows. Then I'm simply outlining all of it with a black pointer. You can add in however details you want in the inside of the lantern with the help of the black pointer. Now I'm just outlining the inner side of the moon with a golden marker, whereas I'm going to outline the outer side with a black pointer as well as the leaf and other doodles on the other side. I'm going to outline all of them with a black pointer, and definitely it gives it a more aesthetic and prominent look. I have used only 3 types of doodles for this sketch, but you can use as many doodles as you want. Now that I've finally completed the outline, you can see that it definitely gives a more visually appealing look. I'm just adding a little small shiny doodles in the inside of the moon, so it would give it a more shiny and bright effect. Now I'm writing a Ramadan Kareem. I have written it in Arabic, which is a very beautiful language, and all the Muslims watching it would definitely know that what Ramadan Kareem means. For those of you who don't know, Ramadan is the month of blessings and mercy. That is why we call it Ramadan Kareem. Now I'm just going to add all of these highlights for it to look more aesthetic. This is the completed look of my final and front page for Ramadan. On the second page, or on the opposite page, I'm just adding little lantern doodles, the same as I did on this page, but in a smaller scale. I'm adding the shadows. I'm going to outline it with a pointer as well. As you can see, all of these lanterns are of slightly different shape, and I have changed the inner design of them as well, but at a very slight range. I'm simply adding two strokes of golden marker to give it a shiny look. I have given these lanterns a hanging effect. Now I'm just adding a coat. It took a lot of time to find out these coats because I wanted to write the quotes that showed Ramadan at its best, and I also wanted it to fulfill the meaning of this holy month. In the month of Ramadan, Muslim fasts from sunrise to sunset for a whole month in order to gain forgiveness and mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But the purpose of this month is not only to gain forgiveness, but also to realize the emotions of a poor person who sleeps without being fed and are still thankful to Allah. Okay, now I've added all the highlights, and this is the final outlook of the first page. I'm moving on to the second page, which is a calendar and single at a glance page. I am going to fill it up with all of the important stuff that happens this month. I'm also thinking of adding a little doodles of what I ate in iftar, but I'm not sure about it for now. So I've added small lanterns on either side of the calendar. I've also added little stars and moon. I'm just outlining all of this. I've chosen this light purple color for all of the writings, and you'll see most of the headers with this, or I'm going to use a scrap paper as well, but even that would be of the same color. So I'm going to fill all of these boxes with the 4 colors that I showed in the beginning. I am either going to fill in the boxes with colors or I'm just going to outline them. I am only going to add a few of the boxes with filled colors, and especially with pink I'm not going to add too much because it's a bright color and it may not show the doodles that I drew on above it. For golden also, the black color or the pointer that I'm using does not show on top of that marker for some reason, so I'm not going to have any of the filled boxes with golden. I'm adding the same moon doodle in the bottom of this page as well, and I'm going to use the same 3 flowers and leaf for this moon doodle. Now I'm again using black to outline all of this. I'm using the golden marker for the inner outline. The line doesn't have to be accurate because it's such a small doodle and won't show in the overall page. I'm also outlining the boxes. Also, the date for Ramadan is not decided yet since it would be dependent on the new moon. So I have only added April and May dates. This is the Quran tracker that I'm working on right now. I decided on a circular tracker for this month, and I'm just drawing a doodle in the middle. I'm going to outline the outer circle with a golden marker. Again, it doesn't have to be quite accurate because after the completed look, it wouldn't show that much. I also added the same doodles on the outside of the circle. Again, I'm going to outline all of them with a black pointer. So the pointer I use for all of my doodles is dollar. It has a 0.5mm nib. And for quite some reason, this pointer does not, its nib hasn't flattened out yet, and I have been using it for quite a while now. So I'm just going to complete this circular tracker. You can see small boxes in the middle. These are for the dates. I'm going to use Ramadan dates for this, and I have set 5 options for the tracking. Usually I read about 1 or 2 paras a day, so I have chosen my tracker to be in between that. I've also had a tracker for the days that I miss. Usually that doesn't happen, but just in case. So for the header, I am going to use a scrap paper thing that I told you before. I am going to write a Quran tracker on the same page of my journal, and I am going to use a light purple shade for its background page. I am going to use a yellow marker to highlight it since I'm already using a purple page for the background. I'm going to cut it out, and then I'm just going to use a little of this paper. You can cut it however you want. You can either do it randomly or you can also use scissors to make sharp edges. Then just glue it for whatever shape looks good to you. I added these small lines on the inner edges as well. For the other page, I have made the same doodles, the moon doodles. This page is for your water tracker and sleep tracker. These are the two things which are very important in Ramadan. Since you're fasting from sunrise to sunset, you definitely need to drink water, since you can easily get dehydrated. So water tracker is a sure thing that you have to or you must track. Another is your sleep tracker. Since I sleep quite late and have to get up early for the sahur, I definitely need to track my sleep routine or in sleep hours. Then I'm just writing the headers, a water tracker, and I'm going to give a highlight to it as well. Now this is the completed look for my trackers. For this page, I am also going to write the Ramadan goals. Also, these goals are just for myself. I'm not usually gonna share this, but if you want me to share it, let me know. For these lanterns, I am not going to fill the inner of these with a black pointer, since I need to write my goals inside it. Also, this was the reason why I used such light colors for the coloring of my lanterns. I'm repeating again, your lines doesn't need to be very accurate, since the completed look it would give a very pretty look even without your completed or accurate lines. I'm also going to use the same scrap paper technique for my header of Ramadan goals. I'm highlighting it with yellow and using a purple background. The pasting for this, you need to paste it in the middle so it doesn't get on top of your lanterns. For this page, I'm also writing a very beautiful dua. This is one of the duas that I make most in Ramadan. Then I'm simply writing Ramadan Kareem again on the bottom of the page, so it doesn't have any left out spaces. I also added this small quote of the month of blessings, which of course is I'm talking about Ramadan. I'm only going to highlight the translation of the quote written above, and I'm not going to highlight Ramadan Kareem over the upper quote. This is the completed look. I'm going to fill in the Ramadan goals later. This is the page for gratitude and reflection. I think that I need to remember and I need to pay my gratitude, and I need to remember all of that for me to be grateful later as well. So I just added this small doodle on one side of the page. You can also change this page up a little in however way you want. You can make this doodle on both of the pages as well. You can also add that moon doodle on both pages, or you can add lanterns as well. I have made only 3 lanterns for both of these pages. I'm going to try to write a daily reflection and daily gratitude, but I am not sure if it's gonna happen. So I am going to have at least 15 lines, and I am hopeful that I can fill that up at least. See how I'm using the black pointer to give it a different design. All of the lanterns that I drew, most of them have different designs in the middle, and that is due to the black outlines. Also, the golden marker is definitely optional. You do not have to use that. You can also outline that with a yellow color and it will do the work. Also, the header for both of these pages, I'm going to use the same scheme, the gratitude and reflection. Again, I'm highlighting them with yellow. Also, you can write these headers as many times as you want until you get it right. For the pasting, make sure that your background or your purple page does not get on top of your lanterns or on your other doodles on the sides. And I'm simply making lines with different colors. And I'm going to fill in all of these lines, inshallah, with my daily gratitude or reflection. This is the completed look of my last page. Now for the flip through. Definitely let me know which page or doodle do you like the most. Also, I'm going to add all of these pictures on my Instagram throughout the month as well. So follow us on Instagram for daily updates. Also, like and subscribe to our channel if you like our content. Thank you for watching our video.